today. I think the defense line did their job. If we're being fair, defense line did their job. But a lot of our attackers just did not come to the party this
See,
evening.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to sound like a person that's now complaining because we lost. But what it is, we don't have a good team. We've not had a good team for a long time. I heard you say the defense line did their best or did well. Let me tell you, you watched Game of Thrones, right? Remember that epic scene? Hold the door, hold the door, hold the
Yeah,
door. That's what
season
our defense did tonight.
season
That's what they did
6,
tonight.
episode 5.
That's what the defense did tonight. Hold the door. That's all they did. Because it was like when the midfield did not exist, it was like an expressway from the Congolese defense to our defense. So all they did was just to hold the door, hold back, hold back. Well, they did a good job at holding back. Now, without naming names, right? Okay, let me name names. As far as I'm concerned, and you're free to disagree with me, we have those two Super Eagles players, Victor Osimhen and Stanley Wabali. You feel free to disagree with me. Now, then without naming names, there are at least 6 players in that team we should not see again wearing the green, white, green. We should not see them again.
No, you should
And if the
name
coach,
names too. Why don't you want to name names?
no, and if the coach has any balls, they shouldn't even be at the AFCON. We should start from there. They shouldn't be at the AFCON. For example, Alex Iwobi has tried for us. But listen, what has come out of it? If anyone has come out of it. Our captain, William Troost-Ekong.
He had a poor game today. Let's talk about Alex. He had a poor game today.
I'm talking about players I don't want to see in Super Eagles again. Because we need a fresh start. A player like Moses Simon, please. His legs are heavier than mine, as fat as I am. A player like Ndid, yes, he gave an assist against Gabon, but really, come in the whole World Cup qualifying race, what has been his positives for the team? Am I the only one seeing this? We should beat them a deserving farewell. They've done well for the team, but it's time to move forward. It's really time to move forward.
We have a Nations Cup in 5 weeks.
That we won't win. That we won't win.
Who says we won't win?
A Nations Cup that we won't win.
Who says we can't win the Nations Cup?
Your podcast will not end, right?
Did you think we were going to win the Nations Cup in 2013 when we won?
Yes, I did. Yes, the moment question became coach, I said it. I did. I was one of those few Nigerians. Yeah, I was one of those few Nigerians.
Okay, I think
my views. Okay.
Go ahead. Your views are what?
My views might sound radical, right? It might sound radical, but we need to start thinking about the next World Cup, not next month's AFCON. Our problem as Nigerians has been that we never see beyond our noses. We want to win the next AFCON that we will not win eventually. Then want to win the next game, and before you know, it's 4 years' time, and we have failed to win the World Cup. What we should be asking now is like, William Troost-Ekong. Like I said, listen, I'm not trying to pull him down in any way. He has done a great job as captain of the team. But do we sincerely think that he will be playing in that team by 2030? Answer is no. So why don't we start building for a life without him? A person like Alex Iwobi, a person like Moses Simon, I'm calling names now. A person like Ndid, do we sincerely think that they will be integral members of the team in the next 4 years? That's how serious countries plan. There are those 1 or 2 players that listen, in Cameroon had Roger Miller, who at 38 was player of the World Cup. Yes, they are exceptional cases. But let's look at what we have now. And let's ask ourselves, by 2030, do we think that some of these players will be very effective? It's time to start this now. Unless you think you're going to win the AFCON. If you're going to win the AFCON, okay, fair enough. Let's win the AFCON first. They will have enough time to plan. But we must start planning at some point in our lives. That's what I think.
Well, I think you do have a point, but I think that that plan should not be for AFCON. I think it'll be a little too drastic. We've got 5 weeks before the Nations Cup starts. Taking off these key players or these experienced players that you've mentioned might just be it might be us repeating what we did ahead of the
Oh, did
2002 World
when?
Cup, if you remember, just ahead of 2000
No,
when we
no, no,
dropped.
no.
When we,
In in
wait.
in in 2002, right?
Mm,
We dropped our best players in the team for reasons of pride. Sunday Olise, Finidi George, Victor Agali, Yakubu Igbeni. Those were our best players at that time because of pride, because of sharing formula for the World Cup largesse. That was a different ballgame entirely. But in any case, I'm just me. I'm not the coach of the team. I'm not an NFF member. So maybe my head is not thinking right. But we need to plan ahead. And in planning, we need to ask ourselves some tough questions, some really, really tough questions. Where do we see ourselves in 2030? Where do we see ourselves in 2028? Players like Benjamin Fredericks, they should be like the shining light in the team that we should be looking at as the team leaders in the next 4 years. Because if the target is not the World Cup, then why are we playing this football at national team level? So where will we be in the next 4 years? Is it Stanley Wabali? Is it Maduka Okoye? Is it? We should be thinking ahead. But the thing is that we don't think. We really don't think. We just want to win today. Now we have failed to win today. We are thinking of winning next month at the AFCON. Be my guest. We win at the AFCON.